Maybe. I think at the top. Yeah, it
Okay.
says that little eyeball thing at the top. Hmm.
Oh man, I don't have that on my screen.
Oh, well, I mean, we've given you the login.
Well, I'm logged in. It's just when I join with the code, it does not show up.
No, yeah, because you joined as a guest. Anyway, that's enough
Oh, is that
talk
how that
about.
works?
Yeah,
We're talking shop. It could be useful for anyone else who wants to like try out, you
Restream.
know,
Yeah,
yeah,
this is our
restream and
nice little
such.
commercial that's non-paid for Restream.
Ugh. Okay, not restream. Just look into the inside story of attempting to run a podcast when you're just not that good at podcasting.
Mm. You would think we'd be good at it now.
Mm.
Uh, all
So today
right.
has
Well,
been a wild day for social media because my
oh, the
friend
queen
sent
is
me
dead.
a meme. Not even just that.
The
My
queen has
friend,
died. I'm
hold on,
sorry. I don't
let me
mean to
let me
be that happy.
explain to
I'm not.
you
It's just
how I
funny.
found out the queen is dead. Though first, my friend sent me a meme that she found on Tumblr, and in it was
Wait, why
Sans
is
from
your friend on
Undertale shaking
Tumblr
hands
with
with
no?
Reagan. Hmm?
Why is your friend on Tumblr? There's no porn on there anymore.
I'm thinking I might have to go back on Tumblr because this
Is the
this is
porn
relevant.
back?
I'm not only there for the porn, I'm also there for the memes. Now hush and let me explain what I experienced.
Sure.
So, just like a quick little comic of Reagan from Mob Psycho, we know
Hmm.
him, we love him, shaking hands with Sans from Undertale. And then it took me a second to realize they were shaking hands because they had nearly tied for some kind of sexiest man contest. That was the meme.
Okay. Sure.
I'm like, those two. That's a wild thing to walk in on. And then it took me another 10 minutes after that to realize the last picture in the background was information that the queen was dead. So I first saw those two characters shaking hands, weird. Then I apparently learned it because they were voted sexiest men. I get it, fair. I'm on it. I'm also a Tumblr girl, so I agree. I was hardcore simping for Sans when
Okay.
Undertale came out.
Was
Not
it the
important.
hoodie?
So sexy. No, it was the murder.
Oh.
It was
Okay.
definitely the murder. Not important. If you get it, you get it. And then I
Uh,
figure, oh, the queen is dead. So I learned the queen is dead from a Sans, I don't care. Sans shaking hands with Reagan for sexiest men winners, and JK in the background, BT dubs. Long no longer live the queen.
Dang.
Yeah,
Yeah.
weird
That's not.
day.
Yeah, mine was just a random like Google message. It was very
Google
uneventful.
informed you?
It was just like Google
Too
Discovery.
formal.
No, that's a lie. I remember where I got it. It was a TikTok. Toasty marshmallows. It had a TikTok. It was just the queen was dead. I'm like, what? That's where I saw it.
TikTok has its problems, but it is fast with information.
Oh,
Like
very, very
anything
fast.
happens, it's on TikTok within 30 seconds.
I
But
mean,
I'm
social media
I'm
for you.
conflicted about the Queen. On one hand, we in America fought a war so that we don't have to give a fuck what happens to the British royal
Well,
family.
the white folk fought a war. I guess technically black people helped.
Yeah,
I mean,
there
we
were
did
definitely
help
slaves.
quite a
Wait
bit.
till we sally in with the first Black Battalion. Time to take a
Yeah.
shot. You
No,
saw Hamilton. You know there was
yeah,
some. They
I
just didn't
get it.
free the slaves from it.
Yeah,
We were
so it's
obligated
like
to fight.
yo, maybe if we had switched sides, it might have worked out better. I don't know. I wasn't there. Mm, I don't know
Dude,
what the
America
offers
didn't
were.
start racism. America did not start the racism. We got that from
Eh,
like Grandpa Britain.
I'm sure, but I think Grandpa Britain was ending it first. Well, as far as slavery goes, I think racism's still going strong in
Yeah,
both places.
it just looks a little different than here.
Yeah,
But
it's
I think I might have mentioned once I was studying abroad in London and I went with my aunt and uncle on a tour. And the tour was like a 4 hour long thing between London and Stonehenge. So for the most part, we're sitting in a bus listening to our tour guide, who was this like old white British lady, the kind you'd see sipping tea and doing her garden, giving like random facts and just talking about Britain to a bunch of like tourists and non locals. What it got weird was when she started complaining about new people moving into her neighborhood and started complaining that it was a problem that they weren't speaking British English or any English at all, and it was a problem they came in with their new religions, and like everyone in the bus started looking at each other like, is this are she being racist? Is she saying this? Do we not understand because like it's a different culture? No, she was being blatantly racist, talking about how like their neighborhoods are going away because of those damn immigrants. And it's
Dang.
like, ooh, and it was heavily implied that they were like
Yeah.
melanated immigrants too.
No, no.
And then
It always
he's
is.
cursing out Princess Diana. So we
I've
just
never.
had a 4-hour bus trip of this little old racist lady smashing immigrants and Princess Diana, which really thoroughly convinced me, yeah, they're not that much better than us. Anytime a British person complains, like, I don't understand what's up with those Americans. I can't do a British accent. I don't understand what's up with those Americans and their racist talks all the time. Why is everything about race? It's like, okay, okay. Yeah, go back to your little island.
Yeah, no, they're better than us in exactly like two places. And that's healthcare and their King's Guard soldiers or whatever they call them. Those dudes look funny. So that's just a nice pick me up when you're walking through today.
Right? And the healthcare isn't that great. Like, yeah, it's like
Mm,
national healthcare service, but
yeah,
that comes with its own problems.
look, it's not that great, sure, but when you compare it to America's and them
Yeah.
going, "Oh, how much is an ambulance?" You ever see those videos? How much is an ambulance? And they're asking the Brits, and they're like, "Oh, it must be like, okay, I know they cost money over there, so it's like $100." They're like, "No, what?"
Ah, there's a reason people are now taking Uber instead of
Easily,
ambulances. Like, if
easily.
anything happens, don't call 911, just
No,
open up the app.
I still remember my cousin got hurt. Yo, he drove from his girlfriend's place while bleeding to get a ride from me to go all the way back. And this is while we was living in Brooklyn to go all the way back to Long Island because he wanted to go to a nicer hospital.
Right.
So
Yeah,
yeah, we
pretty
just
much.
drove 30 minutes with none of our. We have no emergency lights, so we can't like speed all the way there. So, and you know how slow I drive, so it took a while.
Oh, your poor cousin. But all that's to say, I was conflicted for two reasons. One, I don't know if I care that much as an American or if we
I don't.
need to care. But
I
on the
don't.
other hand, I'm a little bit pissed because the first time in very, very many people's lives, it's no longer God Save the Queen.
Yeah, I am
It's
worried
God
about
Save the
that.
King. There's not like the Queen of
Oh
England.
wait, so it
It's
is a
the
king
King
coming up
of
now?
England. Charles the Third, I think, and like I don't like that. When it was a queen, it's so like cute. Oh my god, little British lady, she's the queen. Now it's getting like that is a grown ass man, and that is disgusting. I'd never say God save the king. Screw him.
Yeah,
Like I don't know.
honestly,
Is that feminism in me?
I
Is that
don't know
like
if
oh
that's
I'm
so
okay
much.
with a British royal who's a woman but not a guy? It might be. I just don't like the
I don't know
idea
if it's
of the British
feminism.
king.
It might actually
Not
be more
feminism, but like
misogyny.
cheering for the
No,
women.
it might be misogyny because it's just, but it's American based. It's just the woman was never a threat, but a king of
No,
England,
no, no, not a threat,
that's
not a threat.
stressful.
I would like bow down and give some respects to a queen, cause like, yes,
Yeah,
queen, but
but
like,
here's the
no,
thing:
yes, king.
I'm not
Mm.
worried about a queen of England invading anything. But a king of
You
England,
shouldn't be worried about
always.
the king of England invading anything.
I'm kind of
It's a
worried.
constitutional monarchy, I think it's
Hey,
called.
look,
They
I
don't have any
understand.
power. They're just a
Look,
figurehead. I just
I
don't
get
like the
that.
idea that the figurehead's a dude now. It
I
makes me uncomfortable.
wholeheartedly get that. It's just, historically, you give a dude a kingship, shit happens.
I'm not worried about that. But that's just to say, yeah, today is an eventful day. If anyone happens to tune in right now and this is how you're hearing about good old Queen Lizzie, sorry.
Queen
Could be
Lizzie.
worse.
Yeah, don't say it like that. People gonna think Lizzo died.
No, goodness, no, she's fine. Don't worry, anyone. Lizzo is fine. Yeah, people do have to be careful when they say the Queen is dead now. It's like, what happened to Beyonce? No, no, no,
Oh
the
God.
British one. Oh, Adele? No, 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 no. The old British one. Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Oh, I have
Let's
been
just
wondering
clarify.
if Meghan Markle can go back now.
No, because the rest of them are still old and racist.
Mm,
Now it's an
true.
old racist dude, an old racist white dude in power. How is that an improvement? I think I saw he's like 73 years old.
Mm, that's
It's
old.
not a step up. She should
I,
still not.
I mean, so is the president, like out here. So,
We're not
I mean,
worrying
but
about
Dark
that.
Brandon been on point the past few weeks. I'm just saying,
Nope, 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 nope.
giving me
But
hope.
but yeah, it's a wild time. So it's a weird day to exist in
Mm,
because she was the queen for a long while. So rest in peace. I think she just died of old age, which is fair. She's
yeah,
like
I mean, she was
94 years
96.
old or something. She's
96.
96.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was a good stretch.
this is a great stretch.
Yeah. Especially because they still had lead paints back then, and she made it out of that.
I mean, she was the queen. She probably was never
She's
around
the
lead paint.
queen. True, true.
Oh,
But anyway, aside from the
right.
queen, one thing
Back
I
to
wanted to
She-Hulk, which is what we meant to talk about.
exactly. Before the queen died, we plan to just chat about She-Hulk a little bit today
And
and how ridiculous every week is a new bit of fun, not necessarily from the show, but from the new waves of like dude bro backlash against every episode. I watch each episode looking forward to saying like what are they going to complain about next.
like,
It is genuinely amusing and fun. It's as funny if not funnier than the show to see what those guys are whining about after the show each
like,
time. So episode 1, I think the one we all knew and heard about was the whole like, "Oh my god, She-Hulk said she suffered worse than Bruce Banner. Oh my god.
if you look at the clip, she
Everyone
ain't
knew
say
and loved died."
that.
It's like, "Yo, guys,
You look at the
a
clip
little bit of a
immediately and
stretch."
like, yo, the amount of paraphrasing. It's like, look, I get it. We've all been trained throughout school to paraphrase Wikipedia so that no one can understand that we stole it from Wikipedia. But you just changed the whole thing. Like, this is a whole different article you're writing. Like, oof.
Right?
But yeah,
The
I mean,
closest they could get is the one line that I have to control my anger infinitely more than you. Not that she
yeah,
suffered
makes
more,
sense.
but she has infinite more practice controlling her anger
Look,
as a
look.
woman.
I've said this. It's basically like, if you're a black dude, you get this. If you've ever been pulled over by the cops, no matter how angry you are, guess what? You're not angry anymore. You're trying to live. That's all it is.
I can't remember. Did episode 2 have any sudden backlash? I can't remember episode 3, but this most recent episode 3 has been hilarious. And I'm sure everyone and their mamas by now has seen the clip of twerking She-Hulk with Megan Thee Stallion.
So since high school, I have been all about women putting their ass on the internet. One of my pet peeves, like, I hate trolls in general on social media. One of my biggest ones, pet peeves, is trolls who go after women who happily put themselves half naked on the internet. What the fuck do you think you're doing? How dare you interrupt my fun? Like,
Hi,
they're
Camera G.
happily, yo, what's up, Gabriel? They're happily getting half naked on the internet, and you're gonna complain? And now Meg the Stallion is dancing with She-Hulk, and you're gonna. What is wrong with you? How could you? Like, this is the best thing ever.
It's hilarious. And again, if you've only seen the clip of She-Hulk twerking and don't understand, you have to watch the entirety of episode 3. I think it's episode 3. Watch the post-credit scene, or no, the post-credits, and then there's the post-credit scene, only about like 30 seconds long, of, you know, She-Hulk twerking with Megan Thee Stallion as they dance. That's it.
My
The
only note.
entire episode. So that means they really dead ass sat there waiting for something to happen, waiting through the credits because you know Disney Plus doesn't allow you to just like hit a button to skip the credits. Waiting or purposely seeking out the post-credit scene for the sole purpose of getting pissed at something.
Yo,
Like
like, what a wild thing
what?
to get pissed at. Like, yo, you see Meg the Stallion on TV. At some point, I expect twerking. All right, that's kind of the brand.
I'd be disappointed
I
if we didn't get it.
I expect twerking. Matter of fact, impressive that y'all kept so much clothes on. All right, I kind of wish there was less, but that's my bias showing. All right,
Right?
I'll
But
take
no,
what I
no,
could
no.
get.
Stan Lee would be rolling in his grave at the idea of twerking She Hulk.
Yes, an old white dude who was rich when Coke was famous. Sure. Yeah, I believe that he didn't party.
No, never. How
Only went
could
to
he? That
church,
would be
obviously.
scandalous. He liked to
And
keep his female heroes pristine and cleanly dressed.
right, they never had like a scene in the comics where she was jumping rope naked. Not once. Mm-mm.
Did they? Is that actual scene from the comics?
Not sure. Somebody posted it, and I need to track it down to see if that's true. Because I
But
need to buy it immediately.
but Cameron G, the CGI, yeah, I will say this. How I'm not going to say She-Hulk is bad. It depends on the metric you're using. Like I said, I'm watching this week to week at this point, all the episodes, and it's not great. It's not the best show I've ever seen, but it's fun. It's enjoyable. I look at the CGI and I cringe because it's not good CGI. Like she is very, very clearly animated. I don't even know if they've been all that consistent with her height. Like I don't know, maybe they are, but I swear sometimes she looks taller than other times, and she looks like just a little bit taller than usual. I
Because
don't know,
she's
maybe they
angry at that
are.
point.
But they could have put more CGI work into the jiggle physics of her twerk. I'll complain a little with that. It could have been twerkier. But
Yeah,
no, the
always.
CGI
It can
isn't
always be
great. If you're
twerkier. Yes.
if you're looking
Yes.
for a serious law show, why are you watching She-Hulk? If you're looking
10.
for amazing writing, why are you watching a Disney Plus Marvel episodic show?
Yeah,
Like so far, let me see,
not
Miss
one.
Marvel,
Not one.
okay.
WandaVision.
She-Hulk, okay.
WandaVision is the
WandaVision,
only
that
one
was
that
great.
had like a pretty amazing script. Everything else has been kind of, all right, this is fun.
Right? It's watchable.
I'm
It's
happy.
fun. That's what it
Yeah, this
is.
is setting up a movie here.
Right? I wouldn't mind if she cameoed in some movie later.
Exactly.
Cameoed not doing anything, because that is one thing I love just about the premise of She-Hulk Attorney at Law, is at least so far from what I've seen, she is not doing any superheroing. She gets there. Bruce Banner says, "Wait, aren't you going to join the Avengers?" And she says, "Hell no. Do they give me health care? Do they
No,
give
they
me
do not.
benefits? Do I get a
Mm-mm.
401k? Do I
Nope.
get vacation days? No.
Can't even
Then
get a bank
no, I'm
loan.
keeping my actual job. I'm not freelancing." And yeah, that would be me. If I suddenly got superheroes, you'd be lucky if I didn't become a villain. I'm
Yeah.
sure as heck not
If I
doing that
kept my
hero
day
nonsense.
job, that is impressive. Well done with your laws. Like, well done with whatever is happening in my life that I'm okay enough that I'm not going to use my powers for evil because I'm robbing banks easily.
Right? Or just like robbing rich people. I would totally do it.
Mm,
I say in a purely theoretical sense, so
that's
therefore
right.
this cannot be used against me in the court of law.
If I
But yeah,
got
if I can
superpowers,
find a
at
way
which
to rob someone who's rich, I will rob someone. Here's what I would do: every person that has more than $1 million in the U.S., I would like to steal $10 from their bank account of every millionaire in the US. That's it, just $10,
I think that
not
was a
even
movie
enough to
plot.
tip your driver. So like you won't be that mad, so I don't feel too bad. And from everyone with over 1 million. That's
Yeah.
all. That should easily fill up my bank
And
account.
honestly, I would probably just time it so that it comes out when you pay for something. So you just think it's a tip. Ah, I must have added an extra zero. Yep.
Right? I don't know how I do that. I guess with like techno powers, because I
Ah,
can't think of how to like track that
no
so it's
idea.
not hackable and traceable.
No, no clue whatsoever.
But yeah, I would definitely do some crime if
Eh,
I got superpowers. So yeah, no,
I
I'm
mean,
not joining the Avengers. Like what?
we've seen strippers do it, and they basically have superpowers when they're in the strip club.
For a second, I think, oh, that could be a good idea. I just go to strip clubs and like rob some of the money from the people there who are throwing at
Mm,
strippers. But then I realized, no, that's robbing the strippers really, because those men are going to get rid of all their cash to the strippers. So I
Ah,
wouldn't rob from
no,
a strip club.
no. That's because they were the strippers who stole the money in that situation.
Oh. It still feels like a waste because at a strip club they're giving you the money anyway. Why do you need the
Mm,
powers?
because you get all of the money, not just the money they planned on spending.
Have you ever gone to a strip club and left with some of the cash still in your wallet?
That's me. But I'm saying, but I don't have that much money. So,
And I feel like other
well,
men don't have that much self-control.
mm,
Think I'm
mm,
coming with 100, but I'm only spending 75.
I've seen some people do it. It's very impressive every time.
That feels rude.
It does, doesn't
That's like
it?
showing up to your child's orchestra performance with flowers, but then saying you're only getting this many flowers. You don't deserve the rest of the flowers. Not a perfect metaphor, but
No,
that
actually,
kind of
that's
thing. Like
kind
you
of
have
perfect.
it, but then you said like, yeah, I'm not giving you the rest. Then why did you bring it?
So that is how you raise a serial killer. So please don't do that. Do not let them see that there were more flowers.
Exactly. Yep. But that's just to say, yeah, She-Hulk is fun. It is exactly what it sounds like on the surface. It is silly. One thing I do like about it though is it's I don't know if the other shows really shows, but this is the first time you're in a world and just seeing the impact of superheroes are a thing now. Superpowers are a casual thing now. People are walking down the street, someone busts through the wall, it's like, oh, guess it's that time on a Tuesday.
Oh
Like
no,
a lot of the other shows, the heroes are the main character. They're following, they have some like grand purpose. We have to do that, we have to do that. All of the grand dramatic chase scenes, they're causing a shit ton of property damage, but they're not really dealing with it because they're the main character anyway.
there was
And so it's
that.
all about them. But for the first time, this is not a hero. So you see more of the people in the world saying like, "Yeah, we're just living with this now."
No, there was that other show. Fuck, what was it called? I don't remember what it was
There's
called.
Hawkeye, Loki,
No, no,
WandaVision,
no, it
and then
wasn't
like
a Marvel show. It was, I think, a DC show. Because I know the one of the characters kept. I think his name is Alan Turing. Kept claiming that he was Batman's cousin. Well, Bruce Wayne's cousin. He worked for like a wing of like Gotham, not Gotham. Wow, Wayne Enterprises. I cannot remember the title of the show. If anyone remembers, please text me so
and it,
I
do
don't
they
sound like an
not
insane
at
person.
all get
No, no one
involved
has
in any
powers.
kind of crime?
No,
Not
they
just
have
no
like
powers, but not getting involved in any kind of crime fighting
no.
or battling or
They just
alien
have a
invasion.
day
They
job.
just live there.
I think they get robbed once.
Aw.
They're just like in the middle of a robbery. Like yeah, and they go like they have their cars get messed up, and they're like, "Oh man,
Insurance premiums must be
yeah,
wild.
like yo, they're late to work because the train got destroyed." So yeah,
Right? That's the vibe I get from She-Hulk, and I think that's fun.
Mm,
Like powers our thing now, let's just casually figure out how we're living through it.
Alan
Oh.
Turing is not the name.
That's
That
what you were looking
is,
up?
yeah, that is a historical figure of some type.
Oh, but let's just
No
say,
idea.
yeah, I people are getting mad all the time for no reason. And I don't know, maybe it's a troll feeder in me that I enjoy seeing them get mad because I enjoy seeing the clapbacks. As a level of personal taste, I love watching trash, whether it's movies or people. It's just fun to eat the popcorn as you watch. So
It
yeah,
is.
I'm gonna keep enjoying that. Similarly, that's what's making me kind of want to watch the Lord of the Rings on Prime. I haven't started it yet, but yeah, people getting
My
pissed with Black Elf.
my dilemma is I'm not a huge fan of Lord of the
Oh,
Rings, so
I wonder if you have to be, because I'm not either. I read The Hobbit and nothing else.
hmm, okay.
So it could just be like a cool fantasy story, vaguely prequel esque. But I'm loving people. I saw great
Oh,
justifications. Like now,
side note,
multiple people have
side note,
made this
side
point.
note. I have found the title. It was called Powerless. It
Huh,
had
that's a little
one
on the
season.
nose.
Oh yeah, it got canceled like immediately. But I loved it. It was fun.
Okay. But yeah, I was saying, what was I saying? Right, black elves. I've seen multiple people now making comments as justification. Whenever someone says, okay, then why are the black elves just now appearing? If there were like black people in Lord of the Rings all along, why weren't they in any of the other series? You have to justify it. So then all these black creators are coming out and saying, yes, that is very easy to justify. They saw
Super.
what that evil fiery eye was doing and some nonsense with rings, and they dipped.
Yeah,
They
they
said,
came
I'm
back
not
down at the
doing this
safe.
bullshit, and they left. I think this might be a prequel. So this is before they all decided, hell
Mm.
nah, hell to the nah. If it
That
is
makes
after,
even more
same
sense.
case. You beat it, you fix the rings. Okay, we'll slowly start coming back one by one, two by two.
Like I kind of hope it's a prequel, and I just hope like towards the end of the show, hey, where are all the black elves? Yeah,
Oh my god.
gone.
I would give so much props to the creator for that. Yeah, I want that to now be the official canonical statement. He's like, oh yes, most of them came from the this tribe, and then this tribe decided it was bullshit, and they left for safety.
Just bounced.
They locked themselves down, dipped out. We might see them in 1,000 years. Like I accept that. That is the explanation. You want an explanation? There it is. They're not doing the nonsense. Yo. Oh, so I might give that a shot.
Yeah. I know Disney just dropped a bunch of their movies. I think they were saying it's like Disney Day and that new video game they made. The Disney Animal
Harem one?
Crossing. No, not the harem
Oh,
one. Jesus, Bray. Get your mind out of the gutter, Bray. But nah,
never.
the whole good, the wholesome one, where you just like hang around with like Disney characters. I think I thought it was
Uh,
gonna be free to play. It is not. It's $30, and I don't want to pay for it.
I do not trust it to be good enough to be worth $30.
But nostalgia, right?
Nostalgia. I'll buy the next Kingdom Hearts for nostalgia.
That is exactly what I will do.
That'll
Yeah,
have it all anyway, and it'll look a little better.
it will. Oh, I
Yeah,
can't wait. But I can't.
it's
I
coming
will.
eventually.
I'll patiently wait.
But Disney Plus really needs to let us know what's going on with Bleach. I'm not
They
even a
will.
Bleach fan, and
The
I'm
day
annoyed that it
of.
hasn't officially said. I
I
think that's
mean,
what they're doing, but I think that's
summertime
a
rendering
bad
is still
idea.
not really mentioned. Like Reddit is the
Ugh.
reason I know that Disney Plus has it.
But like, what is Disney's rationale if, as rumored, they did get Thousand Year Blood War for the U.S. distribution? Why would they not say anything when people are like so hyped and looking around for it? The official release date, like in Japan, has been announced. It's like October 8th, I think. And yet we still don't know for sure. Like everyone says, oh, it's totally Disney Plus, but
I mean, if they're
is it
not dropping it
really?
right away, then they don't need anyone to know that they have it.
I guess so.
It'll
If
be
the
like,
date comes and goes and it's not on Crunchy, then it's on
yeah,
Disney Plus.
basically. So, like, yeah, I think like a month before they actually drop it, that's when they'll probably start the feeding frenzy of, oh, it's coming. Oh, we
Yeah,
got
but
it.
if they really wait till after it's finished in Japan, everyone have already seen it. Like I'm
That's
saying to
the point.
announce it now if they actually want people to subscribe. Because if they wait till like the day of, people are already gonna say like, "Screw you! I've already got my illegal site."
Yeah, I don't know. Like
Uh, uh,
that's a decision that's being made somewhere for some reason, just to piss people off. Maybe it's somebody on the board who knew an anime fan and just said fuck you.
or
Take
or
your shit.
it's someone being petty. Someone dated someone once who was a huge Bleach fan, had been typing this up for years and years, and then they got on the board of Disney and they remembered their ex and they said, "You know what? Fuck that guy." Convinced Disney to buy it and then said, "No, no, 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 no. Make him wait." That makes sense to me. Someone's got to be being petty about this.
Oh no, without a doubt. No, I can't really. Yeah, I think you're right. It's definitely gonna be like a drop like months later. It's in Disney jail the same way
For the
Netflix jail used to be.
serious for the serious Bleach fans who have been waiting to watch it,
They're gonna
they're
steal it.
not
Yeah.
going yeah, they're going to steal it. They're not going to wait.
What?
Like I find it hard to believe anyone who's been seriously waiting for Bleach to come out will wait an extended period. Maybe they'll get the people who don't want to do week to week, want to binge it all at once it's done.
Hmm.
But for the most part, if they were waiting for it, they're not going to then go to Disney Plus if they don't already have a Disney
Like
Plus
I have
subscription.
Disney Plus, and I kind of want to pirate it in protest. Just like
Like,
I see you on there,
right?
I will not watch it on there. But then that would probably just fuck with the studio and their
Well, no,
numbers.
because it's the distribution.
True.
People will still be watching it in other countries.
Yeah, I guess they already got their money.
Yeah, right? The studio sold it. Viz got it. Viz got their money from Disney Plus, and whoever gave it to Viz gave them their money. I can't remember who's animating it. What studio was working on Bleach?
For Bleach, I have no recollection at all. I don't want to. In this day and age, my brain always just says it's Mappa, and it's probably not.
Series Shonen Jump
This is why we Google.
premiere in Tokyo TV in October. TV Tokyo, but I'm not seeing. I'm sure it's around somewhere. I just can't find it that quickly. But yeah, I'm sure whoever's getting paid will get paid what they got. But it just seems so dumb of Disney. What I would love is a last minute turnaround. I think it would be hilarious if Crunchyroll suddenly announces, "JK guys, I got it."
Studio Piero.
What did they work on?
Oh, let's click on the thing.
Investigate.
Hmm. They worked on Kingdom, Platinum End. Oh, Akudama
Mm.
Drive.
Oh, okay, yep. Faith
Sold.
restored. I was just thinking about Akudama Drive the other day. I kind of want to rewatch it Just I remember it being very, very good, and I wanna see, like, am I just hyping it up in memory? Like, when you watch something, then, like,
Mm,
a year or 2 later, he's like, "Yeah, it was amazing, I love that show."
it might be
Then
great
you
on
watch it
like a
again, it's
one.
meh.
It's on that first watch through that it's amazing, and I feel like yeah, second time it's like when you know everything that's about to happen, you know where all the twists and turns are, you know who all the personalities are. It falls a little flat. So
Oh,
like almost like any mystery show, it's like it's great the first time, and then the second time it's like it's fine. Like Erased is fine the second time. Like once you know, it's it's
you
like
pretty
oh
much know early on. What killed me about Erased is that the villain was so obvious, it had me thinking like, "Nah, it
that
couldn't
I
be that
must be wrong.
person." It could yeah, because that's the very, very
like
obvious clear-cut
like
answer.
when he
There's
made
only,
his
like, 3
justification.
adults. If it's not a kid, then it's one of those, like, 3 people. That
Yeah,
one died, so that gets rid of 1.
like when he made his justification for like having all the lollipops, I was like, yeah, that has to make sense. Obviously, this is a red herring, and it's like, no, he was in the
Right?
neighborhood with a bunch of candy where the kid goes missing. He did
Yeah,
it
very, very clearly. He's giving out pedophile vibes the entire time. So, like, it's
all the time,
obviously not gonna be him because that would be too stupidly straightforward, and it was stupidly straightforward.
which is not always a bad thing. Sometimes it's fine if it's the person you think did it. Did it? SVU has done a
Yeah.
great job with that. Sometimes it just is the spouse.
Right, and I guess sometimes the fun of it was proving the mystery and the time travel elements, because 'cause
Yeah,
I'm a sucker for time travel done right,
I
and
mean,
they did. I want the
also
rules to be clearly established.
honestly, the best scene in that is the emotional breakfast scene.
I can't remember.
What? Shame on you. She
It's
gets
been
her
a minute.
hot breakfast for the first time in like years. And then she
Oh, and then
goes
you
through the
cry.
past. It was very
Oh,
depressing, but also beautiful because she got some bacon. Bacon is always good.
that's just one of those great shows.
Yeah.
Ugh, and I'm just once again looking at the, upcoming lineup for fall. I think things are starting even October 1st with Hero Academy coming back. Then obviously Chainsaw Man. I don't know if I can do Chainsaw Man, but Mob Psycho 3. Oh,
Hmm.
very excited. More Spy Family. Super excited. More To Your Eternity. When does that start? Okay, that's not till the end of October.
Gives you a little bit of time to recover.
Yep.
Golden Kamui comes back on season 4, so that's impressive. Um, yes, there's some good isekais that I'm looking forward to. His Eminence in Shadow is coming out, so I'm very excited for that.
I really want to check out Urusei Yatsura. The one that was by oh, what's that manga? The Inuyasha chick. So a
Mm,
reboot of that because I'm really worried. All of her stuff um came out like years and years and years ago. Like it's not ancient old, but it's a pretty I think 90s if not earlier, and I don't know if it really stood up to the test of time. So I never saw the original of this one, which makes you curious. Like, is it gonna stand the test of time? Because some don't. Like if someone tried to remake Ranma one half, it would have to be severely rewritten and
I
not
mean,
look much like the original. Similar,
yeah,
I don't think Inuyasha would do great right now.
Inuyasha
Just because
itself,
those
no.
character types are not very
I
likable these days.
I think it could if they would just definitely have to get rid of all the filler.
Could it still be?
But I don't think it would have the mass appeal that it did. So I think it'd still be good as a kids show.
But it wasn't a kid show. I still remember how terrified I was of that first episode with the like centipede lady. When I read the first time in the manga, I was like,
Right.
"Holy crap, she's just coming out tits out. Can they do that?"
True, true. The tits was out. It was an
Yeah.
adult
So if they
show.
keep it like that mature register, that
I mean,
could be interesting. But I'm just
yeah,
thinking,
it'd be fine.
Kagome and Inuyasha are just very
Oh,
obnoxious as
yeah, no, that
characters.
relationship sucked. Team Kikyo all day. All day, every day, till the
I
day I
mean,
die.
I'm showing up for Shizomaru, except for the fact that he got
Yeah,
the
no.
ring.
Nope.
Nope, ignoring that.
No.
But I don't know, because based off like the tropes that are in it, that's why I'm really curious to see if an anime reboot like this could still do well. Because the other main things we've seen rebooted, like Sailor Moon, Cardcaptor Sakura, what else has gotten a reboot recently? I think there was like a Trigun reboot, either in progress or it
Yes, it's in
happened.
progress. I think Netflix announced it.
Yeah.
I'm a little stressed about it. I know Ghost in the Shell had kind of a resurgence first with
Hmm.
the Hollywood movie, but then it got some new shows on Netflix, which my cousin loves. So I'm gonna say that's high praise because he's a huge Ghost in the Shell fan. I mean, Slam Dunk is getting a movie, so we'll see
Oh,
how
that's
that
fun.
reboot goes. Case Closed has just been going forever.
Yeah, well, Case Closed has gone forever. So
Wait, why
this
is
is one of
Black
the first
Twitter
ones
going
that
ham? Is it
really
about the Queen?
your Twitter's going ham?
Black
Black
Twitter is going
Twitter.
ham.
Oh, is it the
I
Queen? Wait, what are they talking about then? I mean, I never figured out how to use Twitter. I only see Black Twitter when someone like screenshots tweets and puts it in a TikTok or a Tumblr post.
honestly, my following of Black Twitter is just through the Reddit or Black Twitter. So let's see.
Um, Black Twitter itself is trending. Okay, I'm looking it up. How do I look up things on Twitter? Queen Elizabeth is dead. R.I.P. Star Trek Day. Betty White. Trisha. Oni. More dead Queen stuff.
Watch as we try to.
People being mad at black elves.
Oh look, my very
Oh,
first thing
maybe
is Black
trending.
Twitter.
What? Oh wait, here it is. Like I said, I don't know how to use Twitter. Forgive me. Oh, because the queen is dead,
That
right?
is
That's what
because the
I'm
Queen is
saying. If
dead.
you missed it earlier, I was saying like I feel like I shouldn't care a little bit because like now it's God Save the King, and I didn't like that. But for the most part, it's like they're still pretty racist over there.
Oh my god, some of these are great. All right, well, I know what I'm doing tonight. I'm going through this subreddit. Got Egyptian museums when they look at Queen Elizabeth's casket. I'm like, yep, this is gonna be great. So yeah,
Black
thanks, Isla
diaspora.
Trail.
Yeah, if she was 94, she was alive for a lot of messed up things. Not in
Oh
America,
yeah,
fair, fair, but like black diaspora, we're all connected through that. We
yeah. I
all
mean,
get it.
yeah,
So
America.
I'll
Like,
enjoy the memes. Is it rude to meme on the day of someone's death?
I'm sorry, no. There's a certain level of rich and power that I no longer give you that kind of grace. I'm sorry, no. We get to laugh at you. All right, you got to enjoy all the best foods for 90 some odd years.
Mm, that she
Right?
did. That she did. And you know what? To prove it's not just us being mean, compare Black Twitter now against when like Betty White died. People weren't laughing at her. People were saying like, "Okay, well
Well, no,
done. You did
because she
good,
was
Betty."
great.
Yeah, she was great. And I think she was like 20 years older than the Queen.
Yeah, pulled off not being racist when it was okay
Right?
to be racist. Like, not okay, but you know what I mean. Like when you could
Right.
have gotten away
Compared to
with the
Queen
excuse.
Liz, it's very clear you can be a cute little old white lady and not have a terrible racist history and
That's right.
not be in charge of a colonialist country. Like people always forget the sun never sets on the British Empire. That's bad.
Yeah,
That
we all
means
know
that
that.
they colonized the shit out of everyone.
Yeah. Me, yo, impressive run when you consider it. They're kind of a tiny island. And they were like, nah, we're a country and we run shit. All right.
He ran it off of pure audacity. Oh,
Pure caucasity. Exactly.
and then they settled back and no one was mad at them. It's like, yeah, it's just Britain being Britain.
Right? We have the Great British Bake Off. Come on.
Okay, that is great. Fine.
Exactly. Which I definitely did just start. I just started it and then the Queen died. Look at that.
Oh, there's gonna be a bunch of documentaries on her coming out.
Mm. Will we ever find out what happened to Princess Diana? Was she involved?
What is there a rumor she was?
Yeah. I mean, rumors do what rumors are gonna do.
That's true. That's true.
Like, there's no like concrete evidence, just the internet saying things.
And for Queen Elizabeth, the fact that Megan Trainer, what's
Meghan
her name?
Markle.
Meghan Markle. Shoot, who's
Meghan
Megan
Trainer is
Trainer?
all about the base.
Okay, my bad. The fact that Meghan Markle was around the royal family and she said, "I'm not doing this no more," and dipped, like, that's a pretty good implication of how it's like around them.
I mean, there's definitely stuffy. They're old
Um,
white British people. Like, there will be no twerking.
but again, being old and white, we compare that to Betty White. She was old and white, American, not British, but
It's true.
you can do it.
I could see
You
Betty
can do
twerking.
it.
Eh,
And Queen Elizabeth did not. Hell, I can't be too bad. Who knows? In like 50, how am I? 60 or 70 years, maybe people say like, look at her. She had a racist past too.
Oh
I don't
no,
know what like the equivalent of my
I've
of racism will
always
be now in like
I've
70 years,
always
but
seen people complain like, "Well, we didn't know it was bad back." Good. In 50 years, everyone should look at things I've said as though I was a monster. That is what society is. Alright? It should be like, "Yo, he said what? They should be twerking more." Disgusting.
everyone should just go through a round of cancellation when they hit their 60s. Just
Yeah.
like dig through everything you did, cancel yourself a few times, learn and grow from it.
That's what
Queen
should
Elizabeth,
happen as a society. We get better.
right? We learn from mistakes. We look back and say, "Yeah, I said that. That was a fucked up thing to say. I apologize. I messed up." Obviously, now I would never say something like that, and I
Yeah,
have not said something like that for 53 years.
right, there were a lot of homosexual slurs that we all used to throw around when we were 10. We try not to
Uh,
anymore properly. Like I said, I should be canceled from way back when. That's what should
right?
happen.
Dang. Well,
Not
mm,
at them, but like, like throughout your
but
day.
like casual
Like,
things you'd say on the
yeah,
playground,
like, yo, that's gay. Like, is it?
right? But that's not to forgive the queen. I'm saying
No,
it's not bad to be mad at the queen. It's not bad for Black Twitter to go ham. They
no.
deserve to go ham. Anytime someone like from that era in British history like kicks the buckets, like, heh, bye.
Right?
Colonized country says bye.
World just got a little brighter.
Yup. Oh, what a weird day. What a weird day.
Well, it's almost the weekend, so that's all that really matters.
Great. Okay,
Ah,
we made it to
yeah.
like 42 minutes on this live. We did pretty bright, or we did pretty well.
Proud. Is that the
Ugh,
word you're looking for?
proud. Thank you. Thank you.
All right.
It's
Yeah.
hard, guys.
But yeah, we are out. Peace.
Bye.